Hi everybody, here's your daily weather hazard briefing from the National Weather Service office here in Pocatello, Idaho for Thursday, October 30th. We had that cold front come through yesterday/last night, and in its wake, temperatures will be a little bit cooler today, but that's about all you're going to notice from that cold front. So we will stay cool and dry once again. Our warming trend will get back underway starting tomorrow and continue through the weekend. So it will still be chilly, but we're looking dry for trick-or-treating if you have any of those plans tomorrow evening, so that's good news. Still, little chance, we're talking a 20% chance at best for any precipitation through parts of the Central Mountains and Eastern Highlands this weekend. Models continue to slowly back off on that chance, or at least keep some of that precip a little bit farther north. So, again, keeping an eye on it, but you'll notice I've taken out that slight chance of showers for a couple of spots for part of the weekend. Again, you're mainly looking at it in parts of the Central Mountains and Eastern Highlands. A lot of us are going to stay totally dry for the next several days, including through the weekend. Maybe there's a better chance next week for another system to head our way, but that is far enough out there that we'll wait until we get a little bit closer to it. So not a whole lot going on our weather risk outlook grid early this morning. Here's a look at satellite. We did have some low clouds through parts of kind of southern and southeastern Idaho this morning, but weren't seeing any impacts from that. It wasn't actually fog, just some low stratus, but most of that is out of here, and we're going to see high pressure just build back in over the area once again today. Again, it's a little bit cooler thanks to that cold front. A lot of us a couple degrees, about 5 at most, cooler than yesterday. Still looking, though, at temperatures generally in the upper 40s to low 50s across much of the area. Wind, not much of an issue for us. Afternoon wind gusts around 15 miles per hour at tops. Overall, as we head into tonight/very early Friday morning, temperatures aren't going to be quite as chilly. A lot of us will still be in those mid and upper 20s or right around 30 degrees. But we've got kind of another round of some clouds moving through later on today. So that'll kind of slow down that cool down overnight. But here we start to see temperatures slowly warm back up as we get into Friday afternoon. Highs are generally going to be around or a little bit above 50 degrees. Some of us will still be in the upper 40s, but if you're looking for how that stacks up to what we kind of, typically expect for our averages or our normals, a lot of us are going to be right around that, or close to it at least. You can see our climate sites. Typically, we're hanging out right around 50 degrees, mid-50s for Burley and Pocatello, and that's pretty much right where we're going to be. In fact, Stanley, a little bit warmer than normal. Comparatively, the upper 40s, and they're going to be in the mid-50s. So, not looking at any record heat or record cold, so that's good. Things fairly status quo for our Halloween stats on Friday. Speaking of Friday, wind gusts in the afternoon, still not much of an issue for us. Only around 10 miles per hour for some of those gusts. That's hardly even a gust in eastern Idaho. As we head into Friday night, early Saturday, temperatures, again, not quite as cold. Will be another degree warmer or two, with most of us right around 30 to 35 by Saturday morning. By Saturday afternoon, those of us that weren't in the 50s already will be, or at least close to it. And then down here in the lower elevations in the lower Snake River Plain and eastern Magic Valley, we're looking at making it back into the 60s for Saturday. So overall, while we are a little bit cooler and dry still today, we are going to get right back into that warming trend for Friday and Saturday, continuing into Sunday. Chilly tomorrow evening, but looks dry for trick-or-treating. So, you may want a jacket, but hopefully you can still see those costumes and you won't be too cold. Overall, small chance. We're talking about 20% at best for some precip in parts of the Central Mountains and Eastern Highlands this weekend. But again, models continue to pull that moisture a little bit farther north with each run. So most of us will stay very dry through the next couple days and through the weekend. So believe it or not, we're going to be wrapping up October and heading into November with fairly dry and overall mild conditions. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you can always find the latest forecast information online on social media, or you can also send us an email or give us a phone call. Have a great day.